They stay left, the Crusaders. Now Delaney gets on the outside of Jolmas. Mike Delaney. Ball to the skipper, Mitchie Drummond. How about that for a start?
1 minute on the clock.
Drummond got the offload away. Is it off the foot? I think it is. Mitch Hunt is over. Quinton Strange in the headgear at the back, calling this line out. Harmon behind him, Dunshay in front, and it's Mitch Dunshay who went up and Harmon who got it. Looking to affect the steal was Sorbella. Couldn't quite get his hands on the ball, and the Crusaders now still live with it. 10 short of the 22-metre. Delaney. Crossfield, Poihipi, already one try for him. Hunt into the back line. No shortage of numbers here. Blackadder back for Delaney, and Delaney cuts one and finds Makaleo. In fact, it's Mike Alalator. Delaney with a short ball this time. Dropped by Markinet. Markinet couldn't quite handle the pass. Advantage is over after the kicks. Here's James Dolman. Picked up by Mitchell Hunt. Just outside his 22. He'll take on Bailly. Finds Markinet, holds on to this one, and a late shot on Hunt. No arms, in fact, from Virard.
Need to be more careful.
Oh, no arms and late. Almost there. Took a big hit.
Ball's gone.
Really shows you, though, the Crusaders turnover, the ball goes back, and how they respond. Mitch Hunt all the way back. It's a great clearance from Mike Delaney. He works hard all the way back and then brings it. Taken out late.
The chance to trap Crusaders in their half there too, Ben, wasn't there? But the chase wasn't aggressive. There only really one chaser. Too easy. No chance to get the space and work the ball down that short side.
31.5 gone. Strange with the call again. And this one's overthrown by Makaleo, or under jump by Strange, as he'd probably say. And the kick out of trouble comes from Kiafusa. To the 22-metre line. Crusaders get numbers back behind the ball, but Ballas will draw the penalty from James Dolman. He's got a big round of applause on himself there, Ballas. And good work from the halfback.
Well, JP, you called it, the kick chase. How good was that one? That was the one they're after. They get in behind.
Exactly. They brought the defence up, got it in behind. Pressure on Mitch Hunt. Smart, too, because they didn't dive on him on the ground. They waited. Got players there, and invariably those situations, you have greater numbers, you will win. And now they get an opportunity from line out again, you would think.
Just after the ball's gone. Okay. Oh, just there.
Well, what we saw last time is we just see the end of it here. This is where the Barbarians arrive. Just playing the ball. This is what Dolman has picked them up for, the referee. But there, a good clearance here. They march to the line out. Well, there'll be no surprises, I suggest.
Well, success on their last drive, this Barbarian side. Gelmus jumping at 2, won't be required as they go deep on the throw, taken in by the captain, Francois Closs. Now they drive, looking to split this Crusaders defence. Panu's got the ball again. What is he doing in there? Damien Panu. That man has cut more forward lunch tonight than any centre in history.
Well, you see how he comes in. They set it up. Why not do it again? A little bit of French flair. But both Foysak, number 12, and Pinu, they're both coming in. Once that line out is set, coming here, they get well set again. They're patient. That is the key. The Crusaders do pile it in, but look, here they come. That's when they arrive now. And just the momentum, well, it's too hard to stop when it's there. They still had some work to do, but it's pretty impressive.
It's almost a replay, isn't it, really? Same action, same result. Once again, well constructed, just built so much momentum. Very hard to stop. They've found the answer, Ben.
I don't think I've ever seen that. A centre jumping on the end of 2 line-out drive mauls and scoring both times. Wonderful stuff. Jean-Marc Dusson, 192 caps for Toulouse. Unbelievable top 14 career, and he kicks the conversion as well. 21-14 now. The Barbars are back.
Yeah, looks like we had the return of a couple of Barbars as well. Went off the HIA tests. Titiano just to come back. Tight head prop. Karama on the left wing.
Well, it's great to see that the HIA protocol called for in both cases. And you have to trust in the doctors. Onside here. Good carry from the kickoff from Armand Bailly, but unfortunately just went on too long, couldn't get the support around him. And Billy Harmon again comes up with the ball, probably can take credit once more for that turnover.
Well, that's all Billy Harmon. He knew exactly what he was doing there. He managed to hold him up, and he started to talk to the referee as well. Smart play from Harmon. Good work from the number 7, holding up. He knew that when a maul was called, he could manufacture a tackle, and once it goes to deck and the ball is not coming out, well, that is a turnover.
Here are our returnees. Just had to wait the full 10. Hey,
Ball taken in by
pleased. It's a little period they've been off, and what this French Barbarian side has achieved in it.
Well, given the start the Crusaders got off to, JP, 1 minute into the game, the first try to Mitch Drummond. This has been a great comeback from the Barbarians.
Yeah, very easy to fold in these circumstances, isn't it? They're showing some mettle and showing where their strengths are as well.
Delaney and Mitch Hunt directly behind the scrum. Almost a 2-2 split with a 2 in behind. Which way will they go? Gotta get the scrum right first.
It's been a bit of a battle area tonight, hasn't it, BC?
Guys, I'm going to give you the
you made so far of this contest? We know we've seen a little bit off the ball after the fact,
so you need to hold your weight now.
About the scrum itself.
Well, they look very organised, the French Barbarians, although they've just come together. They've got a mentality that they like to scrum. The French, they love the melee, the scrum. This is where they get an opportunity to take the other pack on and do a lot of live scrummaging in France and the top 14 clubs that are training. A good hit.
It's aggressive. Give it that.
It's a good scrum from the Crusaders.
Holding their own here. Don Brighouse and Michael Alatoa. And just picked up, but some real heat on him, Blackadder, as he sets finally. Billy Harmon decides to take the direct route, taken in the first tackle by Subela. Back for Drummond now. Here's Makaleo. Pops it up for Brighouse. Alatoa over the top of him, and Makaleo again, the front row, going to work here for the Crusaders. Now Delaney. Inside ball from Fainga Nuku. Back for Drummond. Across the field to Alatoa again, taken down by Jolimus. Still they continue, the Crusaders, pouring through Quinton Strange. Drummond stays on the left-hand side. And Markinet comes up with a second error for the night. French have a chance to clear their line, and Ballas does just that. One down and back play for the Crusaders.
Here's Billy Harmon.
And he looks in all sorts as well, does Billy. And here's Mitch Hunt, and he just stopped and went again. Puts Markinet in the clear. Caleb Markinet, beautiful ball. Mitch Hunt will score. Wow, what a combination that was.
Well, brilliant work from the Crusaders. Again, the man that took the ball in. He's sized up the opposition. And then off he went. And that lovely ball to Markinet. And then back to Mitch. Here we go. This is the beauty of the Crusaders, the way they respond. The turnover. Mitch has got back there, shaped a kick, and then back. That lovely step. And the inside here, Markinet. Some good pace. Here's on, obviously for Mathalai. And then the follow-up. Oh, good time to score too.
They spend a lot of time on counter-attack, the Crusaders, even in their warm-up pre-match. It's all about support players as well. Beautifully read by Mitch Hunt. He saw that he could drag that Barbarians defender across. That splintered the line, and then they were lining up in support. It was a lovely way to draw down the end of this first half.
Oh, sad sight for Billy Harmon as he's escorted from the field. He was having a great match too. We certainly hope he's okay. Mitch Hunt. Bit of a head tip here for Caleb Markinet as well. Sometimes young player on debut, you've got a lot of options, you take the wrong one. Perfectly executed And Mitch Hunt talking to him the whole way, telling him exactly where he was going to be.
Fitu Douglas, the replacement for Billy Harmon.
Hunt's kick is good. He's on a hundy tonight. And 2 tries in the mix as well. He's trying to break all sorts of records. Mitch Hunt, Fitu Douglas. A return to Crusaders rugby made. Best movement of the match for the French Barbarians. Great run from Julien Dumoura.
Well, that's a way to spark the Barbarians after that first half. Come back out. Look at this take here. A kick, chase. Then he just backed himself. And the pace, the man Dumoura, Julien Dumoura from Cast, the top 14 champs, the top 14 champions, that team. And then just that last pass.
Been a change in the second half, fellas. Kamara has finally given up the ghost. Not quite right, so he's been replaced full-time in the second half by Arthur Reta in jersey 22.
Coach!
A real shame. Mentioned in the first half when he left the field for his HIA. Jibril Kamara was looking the goods, both on attack and defence.
There's an early push.
And there's another free kick. At scrum time, it's been a busy time for James Dolman adjudicating this area of the game.
It's outside.
Oh, it's outside. So, field position.
All front row, early.
Straight up.
We don't see that every day. The old carry on. Israel Day got a hand to it. Back in the French Barbarians' position at the moment. That's kicked away. Mitch Hunt tracking back. And that is a great seed off Mitch Hunt as well. French Barbarians ball. Just bounced up at an inopportune time from a Mitch Hunt perspective. And the Barbars, great field position.
Well, a little bit of luck, but this is exactly what they need now. We saw in that first half. Look at that ball straight up and down. No one really claiming. But then this kick here. Look at the bounce, which just doesn't pop up. The bounce off. Mitch Hunt, well, what to expect here? They scored 2 very good tries.
What do you mean, what to expect? You know what's coming, BC. And they set for it now.
There come the backs.
Foysak now that comes in. He's seen Benu, his midfield partner, score twice. He wants a crack as well. Benu's got it again. What's he doing? Get out of there, Damien. Penalty comes.
Collapse in the maul. 4 wide collapse in the maul.
When's the last time you saw a hat-trick of tries from the centre off line-out drive?
If he gets a hat-trick, it is history-making. Unbelievable.
This is where they're going again.
He's just coming in there to get his GPS numbers up. He's run back 40 metres. He's hurt himself in the last one as well. He's holding his back.
Well, it was better defence from the Crusaders. Had the message at half-time. We stay connected. We're trying to splinter that drive, but this one here, only 5 out.
He's no good, BC. Now he knows what the forwards go through. He's taking the tries. He's not coming into this one. He's backing away, Benu. Get in there, mate.
Foysak is in there, though, number 12.
Oh, Foysak. Over the line they go. Try number 3 from the drive. Picked up this time by Julien Marchand. And gets a kiss from Jomas as well. You don't see that very often on New Zealand tracks.
Well, it had to come. The forward pack. They got their tails up. It all came back of a great kick, which got them into this area, and the bounce off Mitch Hunt. This is the second attempt at it. Some of the cavalry arrived, some of the backs, but the damage had been done. The momentum was there. And Marchand, the hooker from Toulouse, he is over. A good start to their second half.
You've got to be impressed by the organisation here of this French Barbarian side. Set-piece drive against Crusaders team. Yeah, we know missing a lot, but still plenty of experience up front for them. So that is not an easy side to demolish 3 times and dominate line-out drive like this Barbarian side has.
Well, the way they're able to split on their angles too, they've obviously thought about their point of attack from the drive. And bringing in the centres, this time it was Foysak, who just couldn't quite get his hands on the ball. Marchand, obviously some forward pride came into play there. He said, there's no way I'm letting a midfielder score again here. Here's Dusson. Beautiful seed, but just drifts to the left. And the score remains 28 points to 19. There is life in this match still. Julien Marchand out of Toulouse. Once regarded as the genuine powerhouse club in French rugby, but others have caught them up in recent years, BC. The likes of Castres, Montpellier.
Toulouse, very proud club, but thanks to Clermont, Racing, and Castres this year. They coached here, Christophe Urios, coach of the French Barbarians, successful winning coach of the top 14.
That's a good counter from Antoine Tichit, and then kicked downfield by Julien Dumoura. And the Crusaders just inside the French Barbarians half. Israel Dag. He's looking for some space tonight, Dag. Not a lot of plays gone his way. Stays on the feet, finally sets for Drummond. Direct attack this time from Mike Alalatour. Back for Drummond. And Delaney on a second man play now is Mitch Hunt. Hunt over the top, Dunshay, good hands. Takes a pass at wing attack. Deception now for Delaney. Delaney trying to free the arms. Alalatour was on his shoulder. Couldn't quite get the pass away. They'll come back blind. Dalzell throws the intercept. Taken by Armand Bay. Kicked over the top from Ballas, but the chase line just unaware of the plan by the looks of it. And Caleb Markinet gets distance, but not much by way of direction on the kick. Chance for the French Barbarians to reset through Fouissat. Ballas. Here is Patrick Soubella. Gets his pass off the deck. That one is dropped, however. And the Crusaders will get the scrum. Arthur Etienne could not pick it up.
Oh, some frustration. They're starting to get in behind, starting to get some momentum. The French Barbarians, as Luke Romano looks on.
Time's off. Man down.
Sitting on the bench tonight after spending the week with the All Blacks, looking to get some access. Some attention here. French Barbarians, this is Antoine Tichit.
Didn't see the incident.
He's looked good tonight, Tichit.
Yeah, aggressive at scrum time. There's some other Crusaders. Will Jordan, David Harville, and Braden Enor in the front.
What about Braden Enor? And Ollie Yager at the back as well there. Swiping right.
Tom Sanders in the front as well. Anton Tichit, part of the Cast club. The champions here is Piernot. 2 tries tonight. Off the back of the line-out drives, as we mentioned, out of Clermont. Young man, a big future.
He's got a lot of Jamie Roberts about him, hasn't he?
On the last one. Yeah.
Very
Not
similar.
quite the size.
Not quite the size.
No, same aggression.
Similar face, though.
Not the
Okay,
lid.
let's go, guys. Time's on. Lost force by blue.
Roberts would be happy to have hear that.
Oh, yeah, he's battling up top.
It's a big club, BC. We're taking new members daily. I'm fighting a war on 2 fronts. That's why I've redeployed to the face. Crusaders fans turning up tonight. It's a small but hearty crowd for this match. Late addition to the fixture list. Drummond gets rid of it quickly. Blackadder did well there to funnel that through. Nuku finds Mitch Hunt. Mitch Hunt's come out running in the second half. Good tackle made on him by Pernu. Delaney popped it up to Don Brighouse. He has to wrestle himself to the ground and away from the attention of Setiano. Nuku again. I haven't seen much of him. Just starting to work himself into the game. His teamer. Wonderful under-20s World Tournament last year. His brother Lester also making the New Zealand school side. Here is Dag through the gap. Finally dragged down by Virag. Blackadder. Delaney now, out to Hunt again. Really started to impose himself as a second pivot in the spell. Drummond. Taken down by Antoine Tichit. Going in to play halfback was Poihipi. One try for him in the first half tonight on debut. Andrew Makalio looked up. He was tempted to pick that and go. Instead, it's Blackadder. Blackadder gets out of one, throws the pass. One more will do it. The dagger is in.
Oh, brilliant work. Some great skill, some basic skill, but they do it so well, the Crusaders. 9 phases. That time holding on to the ball, starting to bend the defensive line of the French Barbarians and just recycling. Mitch Drummond doing a great job at the base of the ruck. Make sure he's got options left and right. Mike Delaney getting his hands on the ball. This is some good go forward here. This is Mitch Hunt again injecting himself into that line. Team up flying Anuku, that time prominent. And here's Blackadder. Well, he's been front foot all day, just can't put him away. A lovely little bit of work here for Israel Dag. All Black number 1,101 over.
Pretty simple stuff, but physical, aggressive carries from the Crusaders, get them going forward, and then they got continuity. Ruck ball was pretty quick. The French just couldn't slow it down. And some pretty good skill to finish it off for this time, Israel Dag.
Great combination in that wide channel as well. Blackadder did well. He got through that first tackle, looked up, saw Fetu Douglas there. Douglas knew that Dag was around. Great awareness. And I think the work of Tima Anuku in the lead up to that try was crucial, and just putting that French defensive set on the back foot.
A couple of defenders needed to take him down and take care of him. Just talk about bending that defensive line, putting him under pressure. As Hunt lines up another.
Guy could kick it from the car park in Crocs. Mitch Hunt kicks another. 35-19.
3 changes here for the Barbarians. Quentin Bethune, jersey 16. Swan Rabaj, jersey 18. And Donian Eldegedia will return in jersey 23 in the front row.
Quentin Bethune into the game in jersey 16. Swan Rabage as well from Toulon. Bethune out of Agen. Crusaders looking for a turnover play. And they'll counter-ruck this ball back for Drummond. Drummond looking for the box kick. This one's short. Stabbed ahead as Marcanet chases. This time unable to pick it up as Dumoulin. And the Crusaders now can spread it. They have numbers. Delaney takes on 2. And the tackle is made by Alexi Ballas. Here's Hunt. Marcanet running in behind the front line. Back for Drummond. Again, it's Hunt playing first receiver. Hippie couldn't pick it up. Delaney's stationed now in midfield. Here's Faing Anuku. Interesting clean-out work from Mitch Dunchet on that play. Ala Latour now into the tackle of Patrick Sobella. Now stay upright as Dag puts the kick through. This has come off the foot of halfback Alexi Ballas. Straight over the top is Jean-Marc Dusson. And the knock-on advantage now applying for the Crusaders. They'll have that scrum.
Lost forward in the attempt to win the turnover.
Scrappy period of play, but they're still in the fight, this Barbarian side.
Another good opportunity here.
Some changes for the French Barbarians. Number 1, Antoine Hitchett. Number 3, Emerick Siciliano. Number 5, Thomas Gomez. Has been replaced by number 16, Quentin Bethune. Number 18, Swan Rabage. And number 23, Corey.
Are we good to go? It's okay. Yeah.
Luke
Okay,
Romano.
guys, let's go.
Oh, now this is a good attacking opportunity for the Crusaders. A little bit of luck there at ruck time. Here's Caleb Marcanet making the most of his debut. Good quick chase before. Some good incision. And he's got his hands on the ball. Look at that 7+ phases. That's where the Crusaders do their damage, holding on to that ball. And now what can they get underway at scrum time? Of course, the French Barbarians made some substitutions here. Swapped some big men for some bigger men.
Bind! Set!
Oh, that is a shove and a half from the Barbars. They have absolutely melted the Crusaders in that scrum. As Judicial Cancourier goes chasing after the ball. Thought he was about to pick a fight for a second there.
Well, nearly a carbon copy of one of the penalties in the first half when Aldeguerri was on. That time the loose head collapsing, but this time here he's just split Donald Brickhouse away and he's put all his weight straight through Andrew Makaleo. You can see here the angle. He's just got it, just power straight through. That's taking a full pack on. Looking at it, almost an 8 on 6. And just power followed up. And that powerful second row they have.
There is Cancourier, drops the ball off to Patrick Sobella. He got a short ball away. Now the drive comes in. Good work from Dorian Aldeguerri. And on this occasion, the Morwood form. James Dolman quick to blow. Ethan Blackadder fully in the mixer on that occasion.
Time's off.
A couple of changes here for the Crusaders. The front row, Seb Siatago and Chris King taking the field as well.
We've got subs here.
That's good work there, Mike Delaney. Not scared to get stuck in on defence. One of his strengths, but there's the turnover ball. Blackadder involved. So a couple of substitutions. A big scrum coming up here. Crusaders ball. They had a tough one on that last one.
Mike Alalatoa and Andrew Makaleo go to the bench. Good shift from them. That brings in the new man and the veteran, Seb Siataga, formerly with the Chiefs on debut tonight. We congratulate him, and Chris King's already done 6 hours on the building site today. He's a professional amateur as Mule King. 100+ Super Rugby games to his name. And again, the scrum is good from the Barbars, but they hold on and get through back. Through to number 8 quickly. It's tapped by Aman Bay. And Zumura tackles himself. And then gets a horde of Crusaders over the top. You can't play at that again. James Dolman allows the play to stand. And a knock-on is made by the Crusaders.
He didn't get back to his feet.
I didn't get it either. Yeah, he's dodged a bullet.
I think so.
It's good to see Dolman back refereeing at 15. Spent a lot of time on the World 7 Series. Here's Tumura. Plays the ball.
Crusaders are all
and
over him.
then gets back up for a second dig. I think any day of the week, that's possibly a penalty.
Good kick from Delaney, though. Was flat. Drove it hard.
Patience.
Put them under all sorts of pressure. Good chase. Probably a bit lucky, actually, Crusaders. The scrum ball came shooting out the side. It was quick feed. That's exactly what they needed.
Almost to the final quarter of this match. 16 points the difference. Dorian Aldeguerri is a large human being, Ben Castle.
A powerful tight head prop, isn't he? Out of the Toulouse club as well. Some good representation across this French Barbarians team from a proud French club. And this is one of the areas the French do enjoy, especially when they're going forward. Their tails are up.
5, 6.
Well, it's an early engage, you'd have to say. Straight down is the call.
Early push.
And we'll have a little bit of a scrap here. It seems almost obligatory tonight. Colentin Bethune going on with it.
Yeah.
Also in there is Swan Rabage.
Second push, second time, early push.
Early push, second time, so that James Dolman's view there is a free kick. After a free kick for the same offence, it's straight to penalty. This time, pretty sure Aldeguerri actually couldn't hold the hit there. He got very long in his legs and then straight to ground. Nonetheless, Crusaders now with an opportunity.
First throw of the match for Seb Siataga. Dunshay, an early target, but Romano will back away as well, and Quinton Strange will take it at the back. A lot of complexity in there. First throw in your career. looking to set up a short pod. Strange now has the ball, taken down by 2. Aldegheri in there, as was Rabaj. Now Brighouse. Bopping his way upfield. Delaney trying to slip inside. Rabaj has been big on defence since coming into this game. He's made a few tackles. Blackadder. Bethune takes him down. Drummond still off the ball stuff and back play. Luke Romano gets straight back up. Be great on a burpee, Luke Romano. Very quick to his feet. Now the kick through from Hunt. Again, it comes off the foot. And again, Dusson is involved. This one over the touchline. They'll have the line out. Crusaders ball.
Crusaders are dominating the territory. And the French Barbarians, we've seen from them when they get opportunities to set piece deep in Crusaders' half, they are very dangerous. They just can't get there at the moment. So Crusaders playing smart.
Strange again. Short line out. Round the corner comes Seb Siatanga. Good tackle made on him by Patrick Sobella. Strange. Takes on Cancourier. Back for Drummond. Drummond's pass to Blackadder. Good tackle. Again, it's Sobella. Back to back. Delaney. Starting to refine their defensive line late in this game too, the French Barbarians, understanding the passing game of the Crusaders as they look to go around the outside this time. Romano steamrolling his way over Retier and finally into touch. He'll be annoyed with himself, Luke Romano. Arthur Retier has lost a foot off himself after that.
Some more substitutions there, JP.
Yeah, with Crusaders, Ryan Coxon going to the front row. And for the Barbarians, we have Coton Lespuc in jersey 17. And it looks like Johan Togar, jersey 20.
Yes, Siatanga, this is a good tackle. Sobella out of Oyonnax. Patrick Sobella, a good carry from Seb Siatanga.
Ryan Coxon on debut, Waikato born and raised, did some wonderful work last month too with New Zealand Rugby's Head First campaign, talking about his own issues around mental health and how his drive for a professional career took its toll on him. And it was wonderful to see someone of his age coming out and just discussing those issues. It's really important that our young men and young women in our game understand that it's okay to talk about these things and okay to admit a vulnerability. It's a tough career. And we welcome him to the biggest stage here. Now Super Rugby debutant, Ryan Coxon.
Well, great to see him out there. Well, in a bit of a cauldron as well. It's tough up front. We'll learn more against some of these big campaigners out there, these big experienced French players. Nothing better for Ryan Coxon, who's talked so much about physical fitness, but the mental fitness, as you talk about so much, is very important.
Fetu Douglas takes it down at the front of the line out. Here's Dag. And Dag runs into an area of the park he really didn't want to. Lesbjerg took him down. That one is knocked on by Flying Nganuku. Now an opportunity. The Barbarians swing on to attack. Great kick ahead by Dumura. And the chase is good. Forced back inside the goal line. But a push and in front of the kicker, says James Dolman. Aman Bai has to be called back.
Oh, tough. Lovely weighted kick. And a great chase line, something they haven't been good at this evening, the French Barbarians. Just potentially so good because he was offside.
Well, that's a big reprieve. And signs of life on the counter-attack from this French Barbarian side. Julien Dumura looks in field and just throws his arms up, wondering how that all went wrong. It's a gilt-edged opportunity. There's the pickup.
Oh, left-hand side top there.
Nice anticipation.
Yes. You'd coach that, wouldn't you, JP?
You can get away with it, you can get away with it.
Seb Siataga with a throw. Taken again by Fetu Douglas. Showing his versatility again on return tonight. They're high though. And the Barbarians will hold this up. No obligation to get out of the way, and a turnover. Scrum, Barbarians ball.
Yeah, take your head off that swan rubbish. Rebage, number 18. From Toulon. There he is. Played against the Māori All Blacks as well. He was the one who got his hands on the ball as Fetu Douglas went up. It was Rebage that got around. Big second row. 2 metres 3.
Luke Romano giving Chris King some advice from the second row. All props love that when the lock slaps them and tells them what to do.
What's going on that side, Jimmy?
Just a bit of drama on the bind here. Ryan Coxon, he is in the mix. Coming forward to settle that down was Johan Dunga, the Cameroonian.
So it's a battle for a bind.
Battle for bind. No, you'll see it every week. In the top 14, just watching the bind there, Ryan Coxon. Yeah. See a tight head here, Aldegheri. He must bind around Ryan Coxon there and onto his back. So the referee's moved over to check it out. It's good play. The gamesmanship in the front row.
Well, as you said, BC, this is a great lesson for Ryan Coxon. He'll be pinged this time. Going straight down. He's up against a wily old campaigner, and there is a lot to get your head around when it comes to Dorian Aldegheri.
Well, just some of that play there with the bind, just throwing the opposite off their game slightly. What's going to come next? How do I align? What am I looking at? What picture have I got? Where's my arm going to go? All these questions that Ryan will be thinking about now. Now he's going to concentrate on scrummaging with Aldegheri. You can see his shape, and then just straight to ground.
Well, you look too, he's got a long bind to start with, then immediately on the engage, brings that back. There is only one way Ryan Coxon goes at that point, and that is straight down.
Now another debutant for the Crusaders, the Sam Baird, jersey 22, replacing Mika Poi-Hippie. Pretty happy this evening.
28-year-old on debut, Sam Baird, for the Crusaders tonight. 2013, headed off to Edinburgh. And has been with the Newport Gwent Dragons for the last 3 seasons. BC, you know it well.
Oh, 3 seasons there. Right. They'll be used to this weather here. It's probably warmer at the moment at 4 degrees.
Hell of a town. I always had that night in Cardiff, Kenny. At least you might. I can't remember it.
No advantage.
It's got very scrappy here as the Crusaders will set, and they'll set a scrum again. The French Barbarians won't mind going to scrum time. It's just whether they've looking at the clock and thinking we're running out of time.
Well, they've been so good at that stat. Just left our screen there, the handling errors. They've been so good at set piece. The French Barbarians, if they had some of those opportunities to hold on to the ball, the handling errors 10 to 3. 10 handling errors is just it's just too many.
Scrum penalty is what they need, isn't it? Kick the corner line out, try time.
Absolutely. They're in the right area of the field this time.
Bind. 6.
Coxon again this time. James Dolman, he knows what you're up to, Dorian Aldegheri. Pulling the bind back, pulling the player down. In fact, that's just good refereeing from James Dolman. Comes around, gets a picture, understands the gamesmanship involved, BC, and throws one back the other way. Fair or not fair?
Yeah, well, they have such dominance there to flip it around. That's a good play from Ryan Coxon, the referee, right in front of him. So they anticipate that he's played that well and in better shape.
Tight head prop watching is arguing with me, saying there's no way. Here is Markinet. He is rapid off the get-go as Caleb Markinet makes a great inroad. Now Romano, whoa-wee! Dunshay Romano's lining up again. Called into the All Blacks. He didn't get to shoot anything during the June break. He's angry. Loves a hunt. This one knocked down and then kicked ahead. It is the Football World Cup, of course, but we're in a rugby match here. Mitch Hunt out to Israel Dag inside. Here's Coxon. Coxon makes big contact with Rebage. Quentin Strange now, just short of the 22. Allighieri gets him. Rushing up into the line was Quentin Lespieux. Drummond, the counter ruck is good. Play on is the call. Here's Strange again. Puts together a lot of involvements in the game, doesn't he, BC, Quentin Strange? Blackadder takes it up.
Yes, does that man there, Ethan Blackadder. Had his hands on the ball plenty of times. He's going to go right now.
Coxon gets away with one, just slips through the hands. Play on is the call. Very narrow in their attack structure at the moment, the Crusaders. Romano again holds it up for Drummond. Drummond heads back to the blind where they've stacked the numbers. Now Douglas. Douglas with the dummy inside. Drummond gets a double. Clinical, accurate, efficient. Crusaders rugby at its best.
Yeah, holding on to the ball. Just getting their faces together again. And Mitch Drummond, we started with a lovely pass. Again, he's been very sharp from the deck, from the base of the ruck. Yeah, look at this run here. Oh, that's physical. And there's this pass here. Look at this, is sharp on Israel Dag. And then look at Mitch Drummond again. You'll see him on the inside, just tracking beautifully. Like all good nines, JP. It's very good, isn't it?
Yeah, he's earned that, Drummond. He really has. He's been central to this Crusaders performance with his experience, his quality of pass. And obviously he's now surround the field, always running that inside line. Douglas does well too, good decision there. And then to offload, and that is just reward.
Well, again, take a bow. Israel Dag got himself in position just outside that last line of defence on the seam, and that was all that was required, really. They'd stacked that tram line.
We changed here, Crusaders. Jack Stratton's on. Surprisingly, Mike Delaney, so we'll see who slots into 10.
Well, that man on your screen, probably JP. Mitch Hunt's been operating as a second 10 most of the second half anyway.
Drummond, where? Wing? Fullback?
It's a very good question. How good is this kid kicking tonight? How good? Has not missed.
And Thibaut de Bagna, jersey 21, on for the French Barbarians as well, who'll go into 9 to replace Belès, who I think has been one of the best for the Barbarians tonight.
Thibaut de Bagna out of the Poe Club, featuring the likes of Colin Slade, Conrad Smith, Carl Heyman, Simon Mannix, Jamie McIntosh,
Tom Taylor.
Tommy Taylor.
Keep naming.
It's a Kiwi bonanza.
Oh, yeah.
And there is the captain. Tough night of the office for him, but he has not stopped trying. Francois Cross. The French working their own blind side. Dubagna. The pass away, and that one will go just too long. Drop forward in goal. That's a 5-metre scrum. Mitch Drummond knows it as well. Just got a little casual on the play. I'm sure he can laugh about it.
Blue ball.
I think it's his first mistake tonight, to be quite honest. He's been outstanding.
Yeah, well, not a bad option. This is not really any pressure. They haven't been great on the kick chase. Just one of those errors. Just park and move on.
Take my message, please.
Well, the game is
Off, injury down here.
highly likely now to be out of reach of this Barbarians side. They need to score 4 times in order to get in front. With only 7 minutes remaining, Quentin Strange down, just getting some ice on the shin or the knee. There's been some performances to consider from the Barbarians tonight. Their front row, by and large, has played very well. Antoine Tichit was very good, the loose head prop, and Julien Marchand who scored a try tonight as well. Looked very accurate around the field. Damien Pernu, 2 tries for him. And Julien Dumoura at fullback, just showing signs that if he had enough possession, he can really attack.
Well, part of the French plan around 2019 and the development of their depth. This is their genuine second team, the French 15, the French Barbarians. Building depth. And Jacques Brunel around the Rugby World Cup. They've got to come out here, the Southern Hemisphere teams. And they've got to beat Southern Hemisphere teams.
Straight down.
Certainly been a big night at scrum time for this Barbarians side. And a great learning curve for a couple of the youngsters in the Crusaders pack. They'll go to line out.
Well, let's watch. Foysac and Villeneuve, 12 and 13. They get this right.
Well, I like white out on the field. At the bottom of your screen there is Armand Bailly and Julien Dumoura. You guys might as well go take a shower. There is no way this is coming out.
Oh, the good defence.
Early drive.
Early drive is the call. And there's the run from Sobella. Stopped short, but how? Across the face as Foysac comes in. Now they go again. Sobella's over the line.
Time's off.
James Dolman will want to look at this.
Hey, now go away. Time's off. Yeah. Time's off. We're going TMO. Yeah. Time's off. TMO.
Sheldon Eden invited the TMO. He's going to have a look at this on the sideline.
I've got a grounding, but I'm unsure whether the blue player in front of the ball carrier has caused obstruction. So can we just check that, please? Just looking at possible obstruction, yeah.
Sobella's the man convinced he scored it. In fact, James Dolman says the grounding is there.
Yeah, just wait.
He's just asking the TMO to look at a couple of angles here.
This is a second carry in the movement, Sobella. It's just this one here.
It's Rebage who comes through and clears a path. But you see that every day. Luke Romano pointed to him. He's the one who put the doubt in James Dolman's mind. Have a look at Romano here as he comes through. And Romano points and basically calls the play.
He hasn't really contacted anyone, has he?
No, I think he's gone through and it's just...
Well, he's taken Strange out and he's taken Coxon out. So he's front running.
Yeah, I suppose.
And if you're the TMO right now, I think you pin this.
Yeah, that first one from behind the post gives us a really good... This one here, and we'll see again. So there's... Well, Coxon's still there, as is Blackadder. But Strange is definitely held back.
Call is going to come down from Sheldon Eden Faitiri. Have a look at 18, Rebage again. The fact is he binds onto Quinton Strange and onto Ryan Coxon. And you can't say he's cleaning out a ruck because they're not part of the ruck.
Yep.
They've backed away at that stage.
So Coxon's still being held on. Still held on, still held on.
Yeah, thanks.
Decision coming.
Yeah. Okay. So Blue's taken a man past the ruck. It's caused an obstruction, so it's no try, and it's penalty white. Yeah. Yes, good point. No, stop. Guys, yeah, no, come. There's penalty advantage from the line out. Yeah. Yeah, true. Sorry, guys. Yeah, back. Yeah. So it's obstruction, no try. They took a quick tap, caused obstruction.
That's how you kept him.
Obstruction.
Wonderful stuff. All sorts of confusion. Mitch Hunt will kick for touch. So we've had an obstruction. Crusaders get the penalty. 5 out. Mitch Hunt's going to look to...
Barbarians captain Francois Cross for an HIA, replaced by King Korea, Tuesday 6.
Well, special moment tonight too for Chris King. I've just been reminded of this by Stu Lowe. I think he's the first player in Super Rugby to play with a father and a son in the same team, Chris King. Played with Todd Blackadder and now plays with Ethan Blackadder. That's how long the mule's been around. That's incredible.
Touched. Touched. Blue.
Everyone was touched by the French Barbarians. In fact, touched by the player outside of the game.
Well, you mentioned Poe before as well, Sumo. Chris King, he did 2 seasons with Poe as well. So he's up against some former teammates.
Dennis Shava, it looks on, shaking the heads. Would have wanted better tonight.
Hey, move into the middle. Move into the middle. Happy with the gap.
Taken down at the back. Straight away into the hands of Dubanya. And that one is dropped in the middle of the park. Game just losing its shape at the moment. This Barbarian side, they knew they had their big chance at the other end, and it's been quite disheartening for them to have been called back.
I'm off 23 blue sub.
So we have Setiano back as well. Emmerich Setiano, jersey 3 for the Barbars.
I'm sure they're all over it.
I'm Coxing wondering if they're running a rolling subs program.
Looks a bit like it.
Aldegherian. Well, a bit of a big night for Emmerich Setiano. He went off the field. Should have went for an HIA. He was put back into the game, then subbed. Now he's been subbed back in.
Well, Aldegheri, who does leave the field, he's been huge at scrum time. Some of his impact. He's really got the French Barbarians back into the match. As they needed, their set piece has been very strong tonight. Just some of the handling errors. There's another example. The set piece, it's organised.
Chris King pinged for pulling out at scrum time, trying to milk the penalty. Instead, the free kick goes to the French Barbarians. Zubanya's pass was quick. Now into the hands of Damien Pernu. He's forced back. Good defence in the middle of the park. Stratton involved. In fact, Sam Beard, should I say. Congratulations to him. Now making his debut. 6 in this Crusaders side tonight. And they lead the French Barbarians by 42-19. Now the chase is good. Real pressure coming. Pernu again. Only picked up by Mitch Drummond, who gets taken around the neck. Through by his own players. Mitch Hunt with a standover tactic. 2.5 remaining. Coxon cuts back in to Virago. Good hands from Hunt. Holds on to this one. King sets. Back for Romano. Good ball from Romano. Beard will set. Douglas. The back for Hunt this time. Stratton, good clean out. Finally Drummond pops one up. Pops it high. And a chance to counter again for Julien Dumoura. The chase line coming again, it's Pernu. And he makes the tackle. Good numbers over the ball as the French Barbars will win the penalty, holding on to the call. Great work from Foysak, who came in. Now he takes the tap. Rebage. Dubanya. Away to Dusson. Big numbers out to the left. Can it be the try they've been looking for? Yes, it will! Zelakur Cancourier scores for the French Barbarians late in the match.
Well, a lovely kick chase. Lovely weighted kick. They got the penalty. They went quickly. And this time they had the width there and they had the skill. Here's the kick chase. It's Hunt Markine is there. Get over, but it's holding on as the call. He's turning a kick into an attacking weapon. And then the quick tap. And then going wide there. And Cancourier, yeah, on the left-hand wing, he had 50-odd minutes against the All Blacks last week, and he's over in the corner.
Deserve to for the Barbars. They play some good footy this evening. Really been polished as they'd want to be, but understandable having had little time together, but a nice way to cap it off for them.
(42-26) the try, Cancourier, there on your screen. And it was a quick conversion. And what about that? No. Beauty. "80 minutes gone here at AMI Stadium. The Crusaders will win. The sword will stay in Christchurch." Dunshay and Romano wrapping it up. What are they doing with that bloke? They're trying to drag him to Rickerton. That's a maul call from James Dolman, and the turnover is affected. And there's very little point in winning the fight here. Quentin Bethune.
Guys, clearly more first before the knees on the ground. That's full time.
That'll do. First match on tour for this Barbarians side. Ends in defeat, 42-26. The Crusaders come up with the win. And 6 players get their start in Super Rugby colours tonight.
But hey, look, just before you go home, you've been a fantastic crowd tonight. Thank you so much for turning up.